Alright, y'all. What we got on the bench today is a little McCulloch. It's a MAC 110. Don't know anything about it. Guy gave it to me. Said it ran when he put it on the shelf, but he did put a little fuel in it. Tried it, wouldn't start, so he said he didn't want to mess with it. So guess we will. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to pull this spark plug out of here and see that. I mean, I did test the compression. It's got compression. So I did do a little preliminary check on it to see if I can get a carburetor kit for it, and I can. Be nice if I could just get a whole carburetor, but so that smells like rotten. Spark plug smells like rotten fuel. So all right, that should grind against the case. We got that on. No spark onto there, but that doesn't really mean anything. I can find a place on the case here that I can get this thing to. Let me see if I can find my spark tester here. My shop's in shambles, but we'll see what we can do. We'll bring you right back. Alright, y'all. I kind of tried to test. There's no good place to get a good ground on this thing, so I couldn't get any spark, but it might be points. So let's keep on tearing into this thing. I've never worked on one of these, so it's going to be a learning experience for me and you both. Hopefully for both of us. So trying to get this blade cover off of here. Like I said, I've never worked on one of these before, so we're just taking bolts out. You guys that worked on them before probably hollering at me, "No, you don't need to do that." But hey, the fun of working on this stuff is, you know, doing something you've never done before. So okay, that's loose. You gotta take this handle over here. Yeah. That's a weird way to change a chain if you have to. You gotta pull the handle off of it. Well, I guess it just unbolts like that. So, alright, well, there's that part. See if we can get that bar off of there. Get it out of our way. Get that little baby chain off there. Okay, get that little bar off there. We can get this chain out of here. Alright. Heck, how does that come out of there? Something like that. Alright. Well, guess we'll just keep taking screws out until we can find stuff. Got a flat screw here. Carburetor adjuster screws are right there, so I'm assuming the carburetor's behind here. Yeah. There's that cover. There's an air cleaner. That looks like the air cleaner right there, so or the carburetor right there, but I can't see how to get into it. So, well, let's take this pull start off of here, I guess. Hope you guys are enjoying this. I have a feeling I'm going to have to completely disassemble this saw just to get to the carburetor. Well, I can't get to that. Can't get to that handle because of the that screw because of that handle. So I guess we'll pull this handle off here, huh? How's that sound? Hope you all are watching and can tell me how to put this thing back together. Okay, assuming this screw come out of there to get that handle out of there. That takes that handle off of there. And I guess we'll just, like I said, keep taking the screws out until something comes apart. Everybody says McCullochs are good saws, but so far I'm not seeing it. Uh-oh. Something just went chasing down there on the floor. So, alright, well, got that handle off here. Got that handle off here. Like I said, hope you all are watching how we're doing this, because I may not be able to remember how to get this thing back together. I figure out how to get to this carburetor. Hey, got something happening. Got a cover off. I'll drop these back in here because these are all different lengths and sizes and everything else. So. Oh man. You know, this might just be easier just to go buy another chainsaw. If this is a customer saw, we'd be SOL. Alright, there's that. Okay, that come up off there. Put that little screw back down in there. So that's loose, that's loose. Y'all, the struggle was real. I'm telling you. I am just about to the point to just chuck this thing. And this is ridiculous. You gotta take the idle screw all the way out? I can push that down. There's going to be something here, y'all, that just lights a light bulb up and lets this thing just fall out of here. But as of right now, I'm not seeing it. There's this little thing right here. I don't think it just looks like a breather. There's something down in there that's keeping this thing from sliding up out of there. It is absolutely 100% loose in this case. Something back there in the back that's holding it. And it's like acting like it's hitting on the carburetor case on the carburetor over here. Let me find a small screwdriver and get this idle screw out of here, and we'll bring y'all back. It was that little piece right there on the carburetor. It's the idle screw, see? It's just coming right out of there now. Trying to save my linkage here. Okay, there's that. There's that. Woo! Man, oh man. I'm going to put that back down in there before we get any dirt down in that hole. Alright. Bada bing, bada boom. We're out. Yee-haw. Wow. That was like really painful. So, alright. Close that choke there. This just looks like that fuel line? That's the fuel line. Huh. Yeah. That's the fuel line. Wow. Yee-haw. So, alright, well, I'm going to grab some cleaner, clean this thing all off, blow it off the air compressor, and we'll see if we can't find some numbers and stuff on this thing to see if we can't find a kit or a whole new carburetor or something, because we got to do something. We got this thing apart. Wow. Bring y'all back. Alright, y'all. I blew this thing all off. The only markings I can see on it is an MDC. I think that's what it says. There's no name. it looks like you got to take the coil off to get the carburetor off, because there's a screw here, there, and there, and a little bracket that comes down off the carburetor behind it. Kind of comes down this way here. It actually looks like this coil is touching this flywheel, and the magnets come around. I mean, there might be a hair. Yeah, there's a hair difference in there, but well, not on that side. That isn't. It's actually touching right there. On that side, it's not. That side it is. I don't know if it's because there's a little bit of dirt or something stuck to these magnets or what, but no, they're definitely touching. That might have something to do with why we ain't got no spark. So, alright, I'm going to go in there and try to see in the house and see if I can't find some information on this thing. This may be all the video. I don't know. Depends on what I find. So we'll do that, and we'll probably bring you back later, but I'm going to see what I can find. So hopefully we find a lot. So we'll bring you all back. Alright, y'all. Got the carburetor rebuild kit ordered. It should be here any time. So I actually ordered it yesterday. This is another day. Should be here today. Let's go ahead and pull this flywheel off here. We'll go ahead and check those points. So, all right. Now, if I can do this with just a hand. Okay, look at that. Didn't take much at all to get that off there. Use the nut to protect the threads. You do that. Alright. Now we got this cover right here. So pop that off there. And there be the points. Yeah, they look a little corroded. So, alright. I'm going to grab me some sandpaper. And got a little floaty thing in there. Anyways, grab some sandpaper. We'll get them cleaned up and check them and make sure they're actually working. So, give me a minute and we'll be right back. Alright, y'all. Got my little emery cloth paper here. We're just gonna make it a little narrower because that was too big. So put them down in there, pull it out. Yeah, we're getting some stuff off them. Alright, now what I do is I flip the sandpaper over, get that paper back in there. That kind of helps clean anything that you left in there off. They're sounding pretty good. So let's see if we can turn this over and make sure they're actually working. Yeah, they're opening and closing. Alright, well, only thing we can do is I think we're going to go ahead and pull this carburetor stuff off while we got that flywheel out of the way. So grab my screwdriver here. Looks like there's 3 screws, 2 down here that hold the coil and the carb, and then this one up here that holds the carb. So last night when I was looking at it, somebody's been into this carb before because them screws are kind of a little stripped out, so not a big deal. Look like they'll still come out. So and I wasn't able to find any measurements or anything on what this gap and stuff should be, so we're just going to guesstimate. Alright. I'll leave that screw on there so we know where it goes. Okay. Oh, there's little plastic guides there for that, so alright, set that off to the side there. Give this thing an eyeball here. Set those off to the side. Remember where those went. Yeah, looks like a pretty simple carb. So, yep, one other little plastic tube there. Must be little isolators. So, all right, I'm gonna grab some brake parts cleaner and a clean towel to lay down here, and we'll tear into that. So, give me a second. All right, y'all. Guess we'll start here by pulling this. Looks like a fuel pump off. I know they used to make a points replacement for those, like electronic ignition, but last night when I was on the old bleep loop box there, I couldn't find anything. I couldn't find the points for it or anything, so hoping them are all still good. Alright, so our flat gasket goes against that. That'd be the diaphragm. And we got the gasket there, so see if we can peel that off there. Yeah, that don't look that bad and don't smell that bad. Don't smell like stale fuel. So maybe it was getting fuel up to it. There's a little bit down in here. Looks a little crusty, but alright. That thing's a little rough. But well, that gasket there, it's still pretty pliable. I think we might just clean this thing. I think we might just shoot some cleaner through this thing and say good. So oh, shoot back at you guys. That one's working. Ooh, shot back at me. Shot back at me. That's going to be a screw hole. Yeah. Yeah, it's still pretty soft, so we're gonna go with it. We're gonna roll with it. And I think we're gonna go ahead and take these screws out. So I was gonna try to do it the quick and dirty way, but it doesn't seem like it's gonna work. So let's see here. Half, one, half. We're gonna say 2. And about a half on that one. So half on one, 2 on the other. So we just need to remember which one's which. That's shooting down into the carburetor, so she's working good. I'm trying to see if that needle on the seat's moving, which I think it is. Oh yeah, she's moving up and down. So, yep. Alright, I think we got her good. We'll put these back in here. Like I said, I think I'm going to reuse that that old gasket, because the kit that I picked up, here's this little disc in here is supposed to stay with the carburetor on this one, and the kit I ordered didn't have, the gasket didn't have that on there, so we're gonna try to reuse that one. Hopefully this all works out. If not, somebody's gonna get a cheap saw. If this thing don't work out and we don't get spark, any of y'all want this thing? 'Cause I ain't gonna put no more time or effort into it, other than what I already have. So, somebody wants a cheap chainsaw, little chainsaw, hit me up. That's if we don't get it running. Okay, there's that. Grab this metering block here. Get it. Whoa! Up it on the dirty floor. Yeah, we're just knocking stuff everywhere. Alright. So we can get this thing back on there the way it's supposed to. Looks like that way, right like that, like that. Looks like that way and that way. There's little alignment pins there. So maybe. That's another reason I hate 2 strokes. My big old bear paws don't like to work. Alright, let's rotate it. Try her again. Alright. I think that's the way it went. Try it 180 degrees here again. gotta go that way. All right, that's awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. So let's look at this one here. This actually don't look that bad either. It's pretty soft and pliable. What's worth having? We have to pull it back apart again and put it back together again. Alright, now we're going to clean this thing out here, maybe. I took a shot. That's a vent. Okay. I blew through this thing here. That's the fuel pickup. That don't taste real good. Let's brake clean. Okay. Now we're done being stupid. Let's see if we can get this thing back on here. Actually, we're going to see if it's going to lay down. No. Nope. We're going to go ahead and put a new gasket on there, so we got it right here. Alright, got our nice little rubber gasket here. Don't go that way. Don't go that way. Okay, it goes that way, just like that. It's like you guys just told me that. It went that way. Oh man, my eyesight's going bad. My hands are going bad. All right. Hey, look at that. We got her all sandwiched back together. So put some screws back in her. Alright, I'm going to reassemble this thing, put these screws back in here. That old gasket off of there. Get ready to put it back on little there. Plastic tubes. We'll bring you back when we get to that point. All set there in place. So, I guess we can slide this thing back on here now. Hopefully. There we go. Alright. Looking good, looking good. Get this one here started up top. Alright, got it kind of started there. Got the one down here in the bottom. It goes through the coil. So, see if we can get that coil fit back on there. Maybe. Yep, there she went. Get that screw back in there. Try to hold that wire up so it stays out of the way. Alright, got that one snugged in there. Alright. It doesn't appear there's no adjustment on that, so. Alright, there's that one. There's that one. Put our flywheel back on here. Get a little dirt and stuff off of it. So. Alright, where's our flywheel key at? There's a keyway in this little key in there. Okay, so the key's right there. Right about there. Let's see if we can turn this thing away. There. Hey, look at that, y'all. Right down on there. And like Flynn, telling you, there's our nut for it. And like I said, I couldn't find a torque spec or anything on this saw, so we're just gonna a few ugga-duggas. That thing is hitting. Are those plastic pieces supposed to be the spacer? And it rocks back and forth. Alright, I'm gonna find me some feeler gauges. We're gonna set that at like a 10 thousandths. So let me set at 10 thousandths gauges. We'll get that gapped up there. Oh, that's a lot better than even before we started, so. Alright. Guess next thing we start putting that thing back in there. So, I wish I could give her a pull over before we get it all back together, but I can't see of any way to do it. She has to spin that way. Yeah. Well, maybe with the impactor we'll turn her over and spin it without loosening that nut. We'll be able to see if we got spark before we get that thing all the way back in there. So, let me find something to ground this thing to. Alright. Guess we'll give her a whirl, huh? Oh yeah, we got spark. We got spark. Alright. We got spark now, boys. Alright. I guess we'll put the get the case back together, huh? So yeah. That case is pretty ugly in there. I'm gonna take this outside, shoot her with some brake clean. Alright, y'all. See if we can't get her cleaned out a little bit before we put it back together. Ain't no beauty queen, but I'm gonna go do that. We'll bring she's a lot better, so see if we can get this thing slid back in there now. Hopefully. Much trouble as we had getting it out of there. See if we can get our linkage hooked up for the carburetor. there. Alright, y'all. That took almost forever. Trying to get that throttle linkage hooked back up in there. But she's working now. But now we need to find the spring. Come off of it. Which, I know I tossed it over here somewhere. Right there it is. So it's got to go up in there and get hooked. Alright, I need some needle nose pliers, but yeah, we got her working now. So, alright, again, bring y'all right back. Alright, y'all, we got that spring up there and that handle there. Ended up having to put there's a hole up in the front, right up in here. Had to put a piece of string up through there, pull that tight, get it. There's a vertical line in there, a hook in there that's not connected at the bottom. Use that string to get the hook or the spring up over that bar, and then cut the string and pulled it out, and so our trigger works good now. So, all right, let's keep moving on here. See if we can't remember how to put this thing all back together now, which should be fairly interesting. Make sure our fuel line's down in its little spot there, hopefully. Alright, y'all, I got her all back together. Everything except for the air cleaner, because I want to make sure, I want to probably drip a little bit of fuel down in there just to, you know, give it a better chance. I got to put the spark plug back in it, but yeah, I'm gonna dump some fuel in the fuel tank, and we're gonna see if she'll fire up. So it's looking good. Don't have any leftover screws, so it's a positive. So, alright, give me a minute, we'll bring you right back. Alright, y'all, I put about a half tank in it, let it sit for about 10 minutes. We ain't got fuel leaking out the bottom, so hopefully that little fuel line worked where it plugged into that tank. Drip a little bit of that fuel down in that there. Got it turned on. Hey, we had a little bit of a pop there. Let me dribble just a little bit more fuel in there, because it might need to pump up there. So have a little bit of a lot. So. Hey, she's going somewhere. Let's see if we can just keep doing that until we can get a little bit of get the run on its own. So Alright. We're getting somewhere. Alright. We're going to keep dribbling until we get the fuel pumped up there. Now she's running on the fuel that we're dumping in it. And there is no primer on it. So, I wouldn't think it'd take that much to pump it up there, but who knows? Well, let's do her again. Dribble a little there. Okay. Alright, I'm gonna open some doors and get this aired out. We'll bring y'all back. Alright y'all, I did get her running off camera there, but as soon as it started running halfway decent, there's fuel dripping out of the bottom of the case. So I shut it off. I didn't want to get it too hot. It's probably that O-ring where that fuel tank goes over that little rubber fit, or that little plastic fitting, is what I'm guessing. The fuel line itself looked pretty good, so like I said, I didn't want to run it any more than I had to, so bottom of this, it's all wet down in there now, so, but that's going to do it for this video. We got it running. Booyah. So I hope you all enjoyed it. Hope you learned something. Hope you're entertained. That's the biggest thing, entertain you. So appreciate y'all watching. Please hit that like button. If you're new to the channel, hit the subscribe button. Don't forget about the Sunday live stream, 7 p.m. Eastern time. Come on in. We talk about everything. Talk about the stuff we do here in the garage, tractor pulls, cooking, you know, current events, all that stuff. So again, appreciate y'all, and we'll catch y'all on the next one.